Hey, Chicago Cub baseball fans, hope all you guys had a great and lovely weekend, and I hope you are all having a great start to your week and Monday. Happy Monday, guys. If you guys haven't seen last night's episode, go check it out. But yes, guys, today is Monday. It is March 23rd of 2026, and ladies and gentlemen, we are literally 3 days removed from the home opener at the Friendly Confines in 2026. This Thursday, okay, it will be Washington Nationals, Chicago Cubs to kick off the 2026 Chicago Cubs regular season. So I'm very excited for that, guys, and all of that. But I thought in today's episode, we would talk about Seiya Suzuki, as we do have an update on him, and we will talk about that, and we'll go from there. I feel like, you know, that we're going to have a fun episode today. So sit back, relax, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, Cub Nation, so Ryan here, guys. So I thought we would talk about, right now at least, some exciting news out of Cubs camp. I mean, literally, we're only 3 days away from the Cubs regular season getting underway, guys. And I thought we would talk about it. So as you guys know, last night we talked about the projected, well, it's not really projected, it is the official starting rotation for the Chicago Cubs, at least to begin the 2026 regular season. But there was news made out earlier today, and you can see I'm using my mom's phone for this. So basically, guys, I wanted to start with the elephant in the room, Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki will not be on the Cubs opening day roster. He will begin the 2026 regular season on the IL. I'm on, according to what I am looking at, it just says IL, but I think it is going to be a at least 10 or 15 day IL stint. It could be more. I will double check before I end this episode. But Javier Assad was optioned to AAA Iowa. He will begin the regular season with AAA Iowa. And then right-handed pitcher Ben Brown has made the opening day roster. Of course, though, Ben Brown will more than likely be in the bullpen, because we already know the starting rotation, at least to begin the 2026 regular season. And if you guys, I bet all you Cub Nation have seen that, because it was announced, and I also talked about it last night. But while we're talking about it, guys, I did want to bring up something on the starting rotation that did surprise me a little bit. And if I could pull it up, okay. All right. So I looked at Edward Cabrera. Okay, Edward Cabrera is one of the newest big signees that the Chicago Cubs made in the offseason. It was basically him and Alex Bregman. And I'm talking about, they were the big ones, okay? So, you know, when I was like in spring training, I was talking to so many people about it. Like, oh my God, like Edward Cabrera, I thought Edward Cabrera would be the number 2 or 3 spot in the rotation. That's just how I felt, just based on his success down in Miami with the Miami Marlins. And no, he is slated to be the number 4 starter in the starting rotation. And I mean, I'm not mad, I'm not offended by it, but I just, based on how good he is and his success, I expected him to be in the number 2 to 3 slot in that rotation. And it just wasn't them, so that was a little shocking to me. Of course, it's Craig Counsell's decision and not mine, but I was a little shocked at that. But yeah, guys, so at least the first 3 games of the regular season would be Thursday, Matthew Boyd goes on the bump. And then Saturday, it will be more likely Cade Horton. And then Shota Imanaga will round out the series finale against the Nats. And then the Cubbies stay home and they will host the Angels. And more likely, the projected rotation for that 3-game series against the Angels will be Edward Cabrera will probably go game 1. Then J-Mo will go game 2. And then the series finale to wrap up the homestand will be Matthew Boyd for game 3. So if everything goes to plan, Matthew Boyd will start 2 games in the opening homestand at Wrigley Field. So pretty cool on that. But yeah, guys, so, the Cubs, they kick off the regular season with a 6-game homestand, 3 against the Nationals and 3 against the Angels, which is pretty cool. But, now, we're in the final days of spring training, and today was game 1 of a 2-game series at Sloan Park between the Yankees and the Cubbies. And what I want to say that is pretty cool about this is that the Yankees and the Cubs after tomorrow will not be done with one another. And a matter of fact, the Bronx Bombers come to Wrigley Field. I'm very happy to see that. Number one, this isn't just 2 games to end spring training and then we're done. We actually get to see the Yankees at Wrigley Field. So in case you guys are wondering when the Bronx Bombers come to Wrigley Field, it will be a 3-game series. It will be July 31st, August 1st, and August 2nd. That will be a 3-game series at the friendly confines when the Yankees come to town. So very exciting, because last year, it was the Atlanta Braves that ended spring training at Sloan Park. And of course, we played the Braves 2 times in the regular season. But it's pretty cool that we got the Yankees come to Sloan to end spring training. And then later in the year, we actually get a 3-game series against the Bronx Bombers. So very cool moment there, guys. I just like it. I don't like how the Yankees Cub game at Sloan Park, they're not televised. That kind of, I guarantee you I'm not the only baseball fan that is upset about that. But, it is what it is, and there's nothing we could do, right? But, Aaron Judge made his Sloan Park debut earlier today. That's really cool. A few weeks ago, Aaron Judge was right in the Cactus State of Arizona playing for Team USA. And a few weeks later, he will end his spring training right back in the Cactus State. So that was that's really cool and all of that. But yeah, guys, so 3 days. We are literally now 3 days out from the home opener at Wrigley Field. And I know I can't wait, guys, even though it's against the Nationals, a team that is definitely not expected to do much, especially in the NL East, guys. I'm excited because once those 3 days hit, every game matters except the All-Star game, So, it's kind of, I think baseball fans were at this point where we want opening day to be here. Spring training's always fun to watch the games, but to see games that count, I think that's something very, very special. So, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a pregame show on Thursday. I did say this in last night's episode. I have a very early workout at my gym on Thursday. And so, like, if I didn't have a workout Thursday, I would do a pregame show and a postgame show. So I'm kind of bummed, but I'm thinking for Saturday and Sunday, so game 2 and 3, I will definitely do a pregame and postgame show and all of that. So if you guys want to see that for Saturday and Sunday, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, we have one more game. Last day of Cubs spring training is tomorrow, and Edward Cabrera will be the starting pitcher for the Cubbies, and Garrett Cole will be the starting pitcher for the Yankees. That is the pitching matchup tomorrow at Sloan Park. A very good pitching matchup. And if you guys, I don't know if any of you guys are going to that game, but if you guys are, have a blast. Okay, guys, I don't really like the way the camera is, so I may move back inside in my office. But I forgot to give you guys a injury update on my little younger brother, Casey, okay? So when I ended spring training last week to come back from Cubs camp, brother Casey suffered a little injury. He took a foul ball off his hand. He was catching a live BP session. He actually took 3 foul balls in a row off his hand, and all that. He was scheduled on that day to play with AAA Iowa, and he was scratched due to that. And it was actually odd because you want to know who we placed him for that game. It was none other than Moises Ballesteros, surprisingly. But, my brother Casey, guys, is doing better. He is not day-to-day. He will not begin the season on the IL. And he, at the moment, is slated to either begin in High A South Bend, which would be a level than he was last year, because he was in AA Knoxville last year, or AA Knoxville. So he is, I was able to get info from Iowa Cub manager Marty Peavy. Casey will not be eligible for the Iowa Cubs opening day roster in 2026. And a little fun fact, my brother Casey was drafted by the Cubbies in 2021, and in 2021, he had 7 at-bats that year with AAA Iowa. 7, and they were in the regular season. It was at the end of the season, and he only started one game, and the one game he started, he was 0 for 3 with a walk. But he has had 7 at-bats with AAA Iowa in the regular season. So that there is a little bit of a fun fact for you guys. But anyway, guys, he is doing really, really well now, better. Again, he will either begin with high A South Bend or double A Knoxville. I pretty much can promise you guys, it's not official yet, but I can pretty much promise you he will begin with double A Knoxville. That's just how everything is flowing. And the Iowa Cubs roster and the double A Knoxville and high A South Bend rosters will be finalized by the end of the week. Iowa will be earlier because this Friday will be opening day for the Iowa Cubs. The Iowa Cubs begin the regular season this Friday. They will actually kick it off at home. So they are expected to leave on Wednesday to report to Iowa. So they'll leave Wednesday. The day before the home opener will be Thursday. They'll have like a team practice. And then bippity boppity boo, it will be opening day on Friday for the Iowa Cubs. So very exciting for double A Knoxville and high A South Bend. Their rosters will be finalized by Wednesday. And there is a couple of position battles going on in both high A South Bend and double A Knoxville. So that's going to be really interesting to see. But, KC really had a rough year last year with double A Knoxville. 51.7.1 of his at-bats, to be exact, last year ended in strikeouts. And when you're at double A, that is, and you spend a whole season in double A ball, that's actually a very high strikeout rate. So hopefully he can turn that around sooner than later. But since my boy Casey had that foul ball off his hand, he only missed 2 games that day and the next day. Since getting back to minor league camp and games, he's been 1 for 6 total. And all that. His one hit was actually a triple the other day, and that was it. I mean, hey, yeah, my brother's a catcher, and he can actually run and get a triple. How about that? But yeah, so very proud of him. I just wanted to get you guys that little injury update. But other than that, he's doing great. He cannot wait for the regular season. I spoke to him earlier this morning, and he just said that this spring training was probably one of the best he ever had, especially because he began spring training at big league camp as a non-roster invitee. So that was very exciting for him. And he, even though he's not in the breakout prospects game, he's still proud that he had a great spring training. He really had a really good attitude when he got cut from big league camp because, even me, I expected that to happen. He expected, so really it wasn't a shocker at all. So, there's a frog out in our backyard. I actually had to come outside, guys, because the weather is so beautiful right now. So I'm like, I'm going to do the video outside. But, there's a frog somewhere nearby. Maybe it's over there, somewhere. All right, so had to bring it back into my office. But, so yeah, there you guys go. And all of that. So, yes, guys, so Casey will probably begin either at high A South Bend or double A Knoxville. I'm praying to the Cubby baseball gods that it is double A Knoxville, guys. But according to what I've talked to with double A manager Lynn Swimel, there is 3 spots remaining for that roster, and only one of those 3 are position. The other 2 are pitching spots. So, yes, guys, minor league games will be continuing. If you guys don't know, tomorrow at the Cubs minor league complex, it will be the Dominican Summer League Cubs taking on the Mesa Cubs. Mesa Cubs is a rookie affiliate of the Chicago Cubs here in the States. They play their regular season games at the Big League Sloan Park during the season. If you guys have, in case you guys don't know, like, if you guys go to a Mesa Cub regular season game at the Big League Complex at Sloan, they play their games late. The first pitch is 8 o'clock at night, usually, and they usually only play 7 innings and all that. But you guys are ever down in the Mesa area, you guys can always go and all that. Most people that attend those games are like scouts or like family of the players, guys. Back in 2021, shortly after Casey was signed his contract with the Cubbies, he went to Mesa, and we ended up getting to go to his first game as a Mesa Cub, and it was actually against the A's, and it was played during the day, and it was in the minor league complex. But you guys can go. But a lot of people don't, because like the summer in Arizona is like brutally hot, like beyond hot, you know. So, but yeah, so there is a little bit update on my brother Casey, guys, just so you guys knew. Doing great, ready for the season. If I find out any word on where he will go, I will definitely let you guys know. Right now, it's either high A South Bend or double A Knoxville. And, let's hope it's Knoxville. Everybody, like my sister, my girlfriend, my mom, my dad, my stepdad, we've all like said it's probably going to be double A Knoxville, you know. But hey, I mean, literally in spring training, you don't know. That's the beauty of it. So, but yeah.